Hey everyone, it's Suzi here, and today we're playing a Watcher of Realms. For today's video, I'm catching up here. We have a Dev Insights from May 4th, and I will read it so you don't have to, but I'm a little bit behind. I know, I'm sorry. Real life got in the way. All right, looks like a fairly simple one here. Lots of text as always, but yeah, I think this one won't take too long. Yeah, in case you missed it, I did have a house fire. Unfortunately, our utility room had an electrical fire due to a bad outlet, and we had quite a mess. Still trying to clean things up. I'm almost done with the main part of the cleanup, and the room's coming back together. We're testing the appliances. We had to repair the appliances, but not replace them all yet, at least. So that's a plus. But at any rate, we do have to replace the boiler at some point. And yeah, things were a really bad timing for this due to some other big purchases that were just done before this happened. You could read about it more here. I do have some notes about it on this link for GoFundMe, which I will link in my description if you want to see more. And I appreciate anyone who has supported so far. I don't think we really need the full goal to cover what the costs were or will be total by the end of this now that we don't have to replace everything. But it's still a huge help, and we have a lot of lost income due to the time we've had to take for this without posting regularly. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a content creator full time, and every day that I don't post a video or post the most current, up-to-date hype videos that will get better views or more traction overall, that hurts my income. Odd One Gaming, same thing. He has multiple channels. He is also part of a Dragonair content creator program that has revenue share and that has tiers for income. He might not hit his view goals because we had a slow last few days, and since Saturday, I should say. It definitely hurts in more ways than just the physical damage, and yeah, that's why I made that thing. So I just want to mention that quickly in the beginning because I did mention it in more detail, but the house fire situation, but that was in my video for my summoning, which I put at the end of the video that time. So bringing it up quickly now. I'm not going to talk about it too much longer, but I definitely really appreciate the people that reached out and asked if they could support, which is why we made the link in the first place for that. So I'm just really behind, guys, and I'm trying my best to catch up and stay on top of the news. I didn't do nearly as much of the actual content playing like I wanted to this weekend. I wanted to do Gear Dungeon 3. Let's go through the Dev Insights in case we missed anything. This is a post again from May 4th, so just a couple of days ago. I'm not too behind. And we will see if there's anything fun as little Easter eggs woven into this. So, hero mechanics and balance. Question 1. Could Akira get a position swap mechanic with her Phantom to emphasize her limited hero role and match her comic style? See, the mechanic of swapping positions with Phantom better fits the class identity of a tactician, and therefore is not currently included in our design plans for Akira. We'll be keeping an eye on her kit as is for now, but thank you for sharing the idea. All right, question 2. Are there any plans to buff Giselle and other underperforming ancient heroes? They feel a bit weak compared to other characters from the ancient summoning pool. So good to hear from you. We regularly review hero roster and buff old heroes that need a little love. Giving ancient heroes like Giselle more room to shine is definitely on our radar, and we'll keep an eye out. And I can't read. I need to read. I can't read. So keep an eye out for the upcoming patch notes. So Giselle did get a buff a while ago, and then they gave her, was it an exclusive artifact or gear or something too? Or am I not remembering that right? I feel like, or maybe it was just the buff, but it wasn't good enough, right? People still don't use her. Okay, now, Eunomia got buffed. Is there any chance her A1 and A3 will be replaced or reworked? So we're actually planning to further boost Eunomia through an exclusive artifact or exclusive gear in the future, so her A1 and A3 will remain the same for the time being. Catch you in the next patch updates. So exclusive for Eunomia stuff coming. Category 2, PvE Modes and Mechanics. Will you add higher tier chests in Epoch, Abyss, and Nightmare 4? It would give new heroes more value and encourage trying new strategies without nerfing the current rewards. That's an interesting idea, because it's so easy to just throw whoever in full auto and just get the best rewards possible for, like, even Epoch 2 probably could YOLO most of them now. And Nightmare 4 for sure. Abyss, I wouldn't say so, but yeah, I know that takes a lot more timing and care because it's switches. So that one's not, but it's definitely one you can do much higher than 60k if you're not like me and need to actually take the time to do it. It's fine. They say it's a solid suggestion. Adding higher rewards for endgame content like Epoch 2 and Abyss is something we're currently discussing behind the scenes. We'll let you know in announcements when we have a plan. So yeah, Epoch 2 is supposed to be harder, right? And then they did the Matrix, which is a separate boss. But if maybe just the reality is Epoch 3? No, I think it's fine. I'd rather not have to do the same thing again. I'd rather keep it like the Matrix. Yeah. Okay. Recent content feels like an HP check for DPS heroes. Can we go back to mechanics where tanks tank, healers tank, and DPS focus on damage? I mean, that's part of the goals, though. I thought they've said it before. Like, that is part of the depth of endgame content is it's not so straightforward. You do have to think a little deeper. Adjust your builds, min-max your gear stats. I don't think that's necessarily too bad. Yeah, I definitely don't like to stress it. But I don't think it's too bad to have like HP percentage in mind as a secondary substat when building our best gear sets. It's not too bad. But they said, we hear you on this. These survivability requirements are currently being tested in a limited number of scenarios as we experiment with different types of battle designs. We're closely monitoring, clearing data, and community feedback to ensure our difficulty scaling stays fair and relevant. If the data shows these mechanics are missing the mark, we're fully prepared to reevaluate and optimize our approach. That's a little bit like generic, I guess. But yeah, they're monitoring it. Gear, gems, and resources. Can we get new Malric gems to swap main stats, upgrade tier 2 to tier 3, or pick specific variant stats? It would help unbrick great gear pieces. So we've noted down your ideas for the main stat swapping, gear tier upgrades, and variant selection. We'll be continuously fine-tuning the experience with Malric gems going forward, so definitely look out for future updates. Could exclusive gear choice chest from the Elf Pass and Odyssey rewards have randomized last substats? Also, please add Arbiter Chaotic Rings and Hell's Lament Cataclysm sets. So they say, love the input. We will be adding Hell's Lament to the choice chest down the road. We're also tossing in Arbiter and Chaotic Faction exclusive rings. Hangs tight for those updates. Question 8. As endgame players, we have tons of obsolete resources piling up, especially things like 5-star psychic power. Are there any plans to implement a system where we can exchange or upgrade these unused resources or useful items? Okay, so yeah, the overflow is crazy. It's true. So the overflow for endgame players has been on our radar. Team is brainstorming some solid solutions. We'll roll out some optimizations when the time is right, so stay with us. Category 4. I feel like regular and Apex Arena are getting pretty stale and are heavily gated by very specific heroes. Plus, the rewards just don't justify the heavy investment. Do you guys have plans to set better rewards? So thanks for keeping it real with us. We hear you loud and clear on the Apex Arena front. We totally get that the rewards should match the effort you're putting in and adjustments to the prize pool are currently in the works. We've also taken some note on the concerns about the mode being locked behind certain heroes, making sure more players can access and enjoy the content is a big focus for our upcoming balance tweaks. Stay tuned for future patch notes. They did say Arena was going to get some big changes this year. We did already have that big change to Apex as it is, but I think there's more coming. Category 5, Summons and Hero Acquisition. We were promised a better way to get non-Lord legendaries from Ancient Summoning Pool. When exactly is this update coming? So thanks for checking in on this. We're actively working on a better way to get non-Lord legendaries from the Ancient Summon Pool. It's still being evaluated internally, but we'll share a concrete timeline as soon as it's ready. Yeah, it is a weird one. They definitely need independent pities, maybe? Like the same way you'd have like epics have a pity in other games. Because you don't want like a non-lord to triple lord pity, right? It can't be that complicated. If it's like a thing you just separate rarity, or the pools have their own pities. Anyway, how about a Hero of Yesteryear's event where community votes on older legendary heroes and we earn them through mini events over the year? Very creative suggestion. We've officially logged your idea for a long-term event featuring classic heroes. It's definitely being factored into our ongoing discussions regarding the future roadmap of our older roster. If a solid plan gets greenlit, we'll be sure to let you know. Yeah, that's they did say they were gonna do like a veteran hero, like not restoration, but a revamp, you know, like I don't remember the term they used. It's fine. All right, question 12. Limited heroes like Dao Chan are essential for endgame. Can we get more frequent or regular choice limited banners? Or if we already have the rerun hero at A5, can we get a banner of our choice instead? Love the feedback. We're thinking about rotating older limited heroes every 1 to 2 months so they're easier to obtain. Swapping out a banner if you already have them at A5 isn't in our current plans. Yeah, you just don't summon that week. Save your summons for the next thing. They do the pick your own every once in a while, so that's kind of their way of doing that. But it's so funny. I feel like limited heroes are easier to get than the non-limited heroes now, and that's so weird. Because as they introduce newer, more amazing heroes to the pool gets bigger. It gets harder to get them off boosted rates, right? So like my Draylin is A0. My Airless is A3. But like the way that they bring back these other events, you can actually get like Sun Wukong or Dao Chan A5 by just pulling them even. Or in like Dao Chan's stone is in the shop. Like there's so many other things to, yeah, I don't know. It feels like those are more frequent than the chances to get that one hero that you're looking for. That's not a banner these days. Like the pick your owns. I guess they do pick your own for both though. So it works both ways. Since we just had Valderon, can Dracula rerun be paired with different lords like Rivenhald, Cyrus, and Elder? Oh, that was an old question. What was this one supposed to be referencing? They're a little behind. April 13th through the 19th. Okay, that's why this is pretty old. So they didn't even need to include that in this listing. The Dracula event's been out for a while. We kind of know what the banner was. Why did they even include that? Okay, limited heroes like Dao Chan are essential for endgame. Can we get more frequent or regular choice limited banners? That's what they already said there, but they're exploring the idea of running choice limited banners more frequently as well. All right, category 6, the shop and quality of life improvements. Totally not related, but that's fine. The Immortal Codex shop doesn't have many valuable items left for veterans. Could you add ancient shards, Malric keys, or gems to it? Expanding the Immortal Codex shop is a great call. We plan to add more useful items to the mix so you have plenty of ways to spend those immortal tokens. Catch the details in our upcoming updates. See, personally, I don't mind how it is because we already have Immortal Codex Shop does have ancient summoning crystals, right? And that's what you buy, 8 of them. And then I like to always have enough to buy them. So I don't want to spread my resources too thin personally. I want to always buy the ancient summoning. All right, claiming daily rewards requires too many clicks. Can we get a claim all button or an option to disable the confirmation pop-up? So right now, the daily goals feature on the main screen lets you check in and claim all daily rewards in one spot. We'll continue to monitor player feedback regarding quality of life. If a solid optimization plan comes up, we'll definitely take it into consideration. Yeah, they're not too bad, but there is definitely like, these things are in the war room, these things are in this place, these things are in this banner, the battle pass is in a separate place, the daily others are in a separate place. It's hard to avoid that though, I think, but could it be better? Maybe. King Arthur Legends Rise, speaking of which, after having a laugh at the recent skin added to this game, there will be a YouTube short, don't worry. King Arthur did that where they had like their arena shop was in a separate place and it was really hard to find and people just like missed it. Or like something like that, where they combined all their shops into one place really well. Okay, and finally, the yellow dot notification on Demon Chest is really distracting. Can it be removed or fixed so it doesn't constantly remind us? So the persistent yellow dot has actively been fixed in the current version. Please make sure your game is up to date. Yeah, it's like I don't want to be forced to buy one of these things right now if I don't even know which ones I want or need or want to save for more. That was a weird yellow dot for sure. But okay, guys, that was it for the dev insights. I think it's just, I guess, more hints that maybe summoning-wise we'll continue to see limited hero events and the pace might be increased. So yeah, increasing the pace of limited heroes, increasing rewards in certain content, like always. And then maybe some hero buffs. They're still working on a lot of mentions of some of the older heroes like Giselle or the real OG heroes that they're talking about for these veteran revamping situations. And Mia's gonna get exclusive gear. Akira's not gonna get changed. Everyone keeps asking about her getting changed every set apparently, but that's fine. All right, let me know what your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to check out the videos here if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.